So today we're going to discuss something called a mathematical induction. So what this is a method of proving that each statement of an infinite sequence, right? The one that just keeps going on and on forever and ever, of each statement of infinite sequences is true. It's going to contain both English and math. Okay, so in three easy steps. So what are those steps, right? So we're going to write out the steps right here. So steps. The first one, right? You are going to show that whatever it is, right? The infinite sequence. So show that it is true for n is equal to 1. So basically that means that in English, we're going to write this out, and then math means that we're going to plug it in, right? Step number 2 is super simple. We are going to assume it is true for n, meaning it will be true for any number. Technically, right, there's no proof needed here. So no proof needed here. Okay. Step number 3. This is the big one. This is where you're going to be doing all of your work. So you are going to prove that n plus 1 is true. Right? So we prove that if I plug in a number, it works. I'm going to assume that it works for the last number. Then that means that if I pick one more number after the last number, that it's going to be true, right? So this is the hard part, is step number 3. After step number 3, and we prove that it is true, right? We get to write our conclusions. We get to write this, so we can say by mathematical induction, the above statement is true for all natural numbers, right? So we do want to put our conclusion, right? It kind of wraps it up. And so basically, if we prove that it is true, we get to write this statement. All of our problems are going to be proving that they are true. Okay, so this is easier said in an example. So here is our first example. So example number 1. Here's our sequence. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus some other numbers, n minus 1 plus n. So if n was 10, this would be 9. If n was 20, this would be 19, right? And this sequence can be written using this. So n times n plus 1 divided by 2. All right, so let's go back to our steps. So step number 1, show that it is true for n is equal to 1. Okay, so step 1, little step. So we are going to show n is equal to 1 is true, right? It's not really a proof right here. We're just showing it. So what does this mean? So if we think about it, everywhere we see an n, right, we're going to plug it in. So we're going to focus right here. So I'm going to say 1 minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 times 1 plus 1 all over 2. So 1 minus 1 is 0, and 0 plus 1 is 1. Over here I got 1 times 2 over 2, which is 2 over 2, which gives me 1. Is this a true statement? Does 1 equal 1? Yes, it does. I like to put a little check mark at the bottom. Okay, and so step number 2, right? Step number 2, we are going to assume n is true. So we're going to assume that n is true, right? So just like that, assume it is true for n. Right? I just wrote a little bit more. Okay, and then we're going to go step 3. So I'm going to get a new page for step 3. So I'm going to rewrite my example one more time, just so I have more space. Right, so this is step number 3. So we originally had 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 dot dot, or plus dot dot dot, n minus 1 plus n is equal to this. Bam. Okay, so what we want to do is step 3 is we are going to prove that n plus 1 is true. Okay, so what does that mean? It means everywhere I basically see an n, I'm going to replace it with an n plus, think of it as a n plus 1, right? So, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus dot 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 plus. So if I plug this guy in, right? If I think about it, this is going to turn out to be, right, n plus 1 minus 1. This will be n plus 1, right? So this was original n, and then this was just n as well. And then over here, we're going to do the same exact thing. So n plus 1, parentheses over here. Again, n plus 1, close that, all over 2. Okay, so let me simplify this. So I have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus dot dot dot. And distribute, there's nothing to distribute, so 1 plus 1 just gives me n, and n plus 1. I'm going to clean it up a little bit over here, but not by that much. I'm just going to add these two numbers together, so n plus 2 all over 2. Okay, so now we're going to do a little substitution. Okay, if you notice, we have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus blah, 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 plus n. So notice up here, or our original one, right, we have plus n minus 1 plus n. So we already have what all of this is. So I'm going to take this whole thing right here, from right here to right here, and I'm going to substitute, right? I'm going to substitute in. So what am I going to substitute? I'm going to substitute this guy. I'm going to substitute that guy in. So boop, draw a little arrow right there. So what does that look like? This is going to be n times n plus 1 all over 2. And then I'm not substituting it here because that wasn't in my original equation. So this will just be n plus 1. Now, I'm only going to focus on one side. Technically, on a proof, we only focus on one side. So make a little note, right? Only focus on one side, which will be our left side, right? It's a little bit harder to focus on that side, so we're going to focus on this side. Okay, so I need to manipulate this side of the equation to make it look like this. Okay, so the first thing that I am going to do is two things. I'm going to distribute that in, and I'm going to make this have a common denominator. So I'm going to multiply by 2 over 2. So if I do this, this will give me n squared plus n all over 2. And then this will be 2n plus 2 all over 2. Right, a little equal sign to tell us that it's over here. Okay, so what do I notice? They are common denominators. So this is just going to be n squared plus n plus 2n plus 2 all over 2. And come over here, collect your like terms, n squared plus 3n plus 2 all over 2, little equal sign. And I'm going to factor it because I want it to look like this, n plus 1 times n plus 2, essentially. And this does factor, so this will factor into n plus 1 and n plus 2. Once I've done this, right, I want to make the right side equal the left side. So I'm going to rewrite it exactly like this. And since I have proved that the right side is equal left side when I plugged in everywhere I saw an n and n plus 1, I know that by conclusion, all right, let's look to see what I'm going to write for my conclusion. By mathematical induction, the above statement is true for all natural numbers. So by math induction, the above statement is true for all natural numbers, right? Like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so that was our first example. Okay, if you want to try example number 2, right? So our example number 2 is going to read this: 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus dot 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 plus 2n minus 1 is equal to n squared. You can try this on your own and then watch part 2 to see how I do it.